Good evening and welcome to our sixth form virtual open evening in what are undeniably some very difficult and challenging circumstances. We know all too well that Year 11 students are probably feeling anxious. They have had their learning interrupted by the current pandemic. But we are all hopeful this situation will change. There's great news with the vaccination ahead. And so we are proceeding as normal with encouraging year students to think broadly and to be ambitious when they start to make their post-16 plans, their journey for the next stages of their education. I hope you've already looked at Mrs. Favel's welcoming address, and I just want to fill in some more details and build on what Mrs. Favel has said and talk you through about our sixth form. We believe that the Polesworth School sixth form at Tomlinson Hall offers a whole wealth of opportunities for Year 11 students looking to continue their education. But I do want to make it absolutely clear exactly the courses that we offer. We are an academic sixth form above and beyond all, and all the courses we offer, whether they are vocational courses or traditional A-levels, are all at level 3 standard. They are all A-level. They are all level 3 courses, whether, as I say, traditional A-levels or vocational subjects, and therefore they are very demanding, they are very challenging. And we do ask students when making their choices about their courses for post-16 that they think long and hard and seriously about the way they best work. However, we have 29 subjects available for students to choose. Lots of different opportunities arising from those subjects. We offer all the subjects that students will have taken at GCSE and the great opportunity to do something new, do something different, follow a new line of inquiry. So we've got subjects like forensic science, drama, politics, travel and tourism, psychology, classical civilization, subject areas that you may not have had the opportunity to take up at GCSE. And I offer a particularly warm welcome to students and parents from other schools who are considering us as their post-16 destination. We increasingly take in large numbers of students from our local schools, and we really value and really welcome the contribution that they make to our community. And they go on and they meet with incredible success. And that is something else that I want to flag up with our sixth form. Our students go on to achieve incredible things. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Munn and I've been head of the Polesworth School sixth form for a considerable number of years, and it's a job I enjoy enormously. And one of the things that I most enjoy about the job is seeing the wonderful achievements of our students and keeping in touch with them beyond sixth form and helping them in their journey towards university, further education, higher level apprenticeships, or the world of employment. And our students achieve amazing things, which I'll talk about a little bit later. However, I've talked about the sort of person who is going to be successful at A-level. A-levels, level 3 courses are incredibly demanding, they're incredibly challenging, and our students need to be committed, active, engaged learners. They need to be ambitious. We want students to achieve their very best with us. They also need to be good autonomous or independent learners, constantly striving to achieve their best, responding positively to assessments, to feedback, to guidance. We also want our students to be role models for the remainder of the school and other year groups. You know, one of the joys, I think, of our sixth form is that our sixth form students are part of a wider school community. There is so much that they have to give to younger students. Our students, we want them to be interested in the world around them. We want them to be interested in what's going on in terms of news, in terms of the media. We want them to make an active contribution towards society at large. And we want them to be well organised, ready to take on responsibility of private study and work commitments, able to meet deadlines. It is incredibly, I think, richly rewarding to study A-levels, but you have got to be the sort of person who is willing to take on additional study outside the classroom, get involved in wider reading. We want our students, a phrase that I very often use when I'm talking to students, is that we want students who adopt a can-do approach as opposed to what's the least I can do approach. Students must be prepared to push themselves above and beyond. And that's one of the things that makes the transition from Key Stage 4 and GCSE to A-level quite challenging. And again, even more challenging given the current cancellation of exams and the uncertainty that operates at the moment with Year 11. Students in the sixth form will need to develop independent study skills, although for many of our Year 11 students who are having to get to grips with online remote learning, that is actually a positive step for preparing for A-levels. We also want students who will engage in deep learning. The fact that you are only studying 3 subjects for the majority of students means that you've got a real opportunity to get involved in the depth of academia and take on deep learning. You've also got to be prepared to experience setbacks. We want students who are resilient. We want students who accept that they might fail. And if you take that word fail, I like to see it more in terms of FAIL, first attempts in learning. It is good to fail. You become more resilient. You adopt coping strategies and you become a stronger person as a result. And we want students who are going to develop a growth mindset. Now, for students joining us at A-level, you will be taking, for the majority of students, 3 subjects. And that's very different, of course, from your GCSE experience. There is the opportunity, and details are on our website, there is the opportunity for in some exceptional cases to take on 4 subjects. But given recent years of A-level reform, we have found that 3 subjects, by and large, is a demanding curriculum. Those 3 subjects are going to impose considerable demands on students. We offer, for each subject that students take, you will be expected to attend 10 lessons a fortnight, as well as daily tutor time. When you join the sixth form, we allocate all students their own personal tutor, who is responsible for their personal, emotional welfare and development. A first point of contact, if you like, should any problems or should any issues arise. Attendance is compulsory. Once you enrol with us in the sixth form, you are expected to attend all lessons. It's not drop in, not drop out. And we monitor attendance very, very closely indeed. All students will be expected to engage in private study time. And really, roughly, for every hour that is spent in the classroom to achieve success at A-level, particularly the top grades, another hour outside the classroom is really required in order to meet with success. Our entry criteria are published on the website and in our prospectus, but broadly speaking, we have quite strict entry criteria. In order for students to progress to A-levels and to meet with success at A-levels, it's really important that students do follow the right course for them. We expect students to have achieved a minimum of 5 GCSEs at grade 5 or above. Now again, I know that GCSEs for this year have been cancelled, but students will get their grades and teachers will use accurate assessments. So again, we are still proceeding along the lines of entry criteria dependent on students' GCSE grades. 5 GCSEs at grade 5 and above, and including a GCSE grade 5 or above in any subject that has been taken at GCSE and is going to be pursued at A level. We want students to achieve either a grade 5 in English language or English literature and at least a grade 4 in English language. And we want students to achieve a grade 4 or above in mathematics. You will also see that some subjects have additional entry criteria as well. So look at the science subjects in particular. If you want to do physics, then you must achieve, for example, a grade 6 or above in maths, as well as grade 6s in 2 science subjects. We do this to ensure that students are equipped for A-level success, that they are following the right courses, and we do stick to these entry criteria very, very closely when GCSE results are published in August. As I've already said, the last few years has seen a number of reforms in A-level from September 2015. And what those reforms have led to is A-levels being 2-year programmes. For those of you who've had elder brothers or sisters go through the A-level system, or as parents you've got sons and daughters who might have taken A-levels and AS levels as well, A-level study is now a 2-year programme with linear assessments for full A-level. In other words, all assessments taking place at the end of year 13. A-levels have also become tougher. Some subjects have introduced more demands in terms of maths and science content. There's more independent study required and more application of learning. Some subjects do still offer an AS standalone qualification, but the majority of subjects that we offer expect students to complete the full 2-year A-level course. So, to recap, A-level courses, 2-year courses. Demanding. There are no individual modules that can be taken as resits if students don't achieve the results they want in one set of exams, and there are results in August at the end of the 2-year programme of study. The grading remains the same. At A-level, the grades are A star to E, and those are all considered to be pass grades. That is sometimes something that some students and parents find a little bit challenging. A grade E, yes, it is achievement at the lower end of the A-level spectrum, but it is still nevertheless a pass grade. Employers, university admissions tutors, people who are appointing young people to apprenticeships all know the demands, the rigours of A-level, which is regarded as a gold standard qualification, and know that even if it's a grade E at A-level or a grade D, it is still nevertheless a pass grade and will have required considerable effort and input from young people. So don't be put off by that. So, our students, when they join us full-time students. The majority take 3 subjects, although some students may well take 4. We also realise, particularly in these difficult times and these uncertain times, that sometimes students may have chosen the wrong subjects. When students join us in September, and we do trust that things will be back to normal in September, we do allow students a 4-week transition period whereby if they think they have chosen the wrong subjects, they can make changes. So, for example, they might find that one of the subjects that they have taken is not turning out to be quite what they envisaged it would, or they're finding that it's a little bit challenging. They must talk to their tutor, come and talk to myself or one of my support team, and we can arrange for students to make a different subject choice. And that's also something I want to flag up. At the Polesworth School Sixth Form, we have a lot of support in place for our students as they progress through their A-level courses. All students, as I've already referred to, have a personal tutor, and I also have a Key Stage 5 support team. We have a full-time designated Key Stage 5 student support manager, Mrs. Becky Knight, who is in school every day to support students with any difficulties, problems or issues as they arrive. She is the person who also monitors attendance on a daily basis and will contact parents if students aren't in school or if we perceive there to be a problem or an issue. I have a student support mentor in the person of Mr. Paddy Barber, who's one of our psychology teachers and who has got a whole wealth of experience in supporting students in making the transition between GCSE and A-level, and his speciality is offering academic mentoring and academic support. And then we are also very lucky to have our own full-time careers coordinator, Mr. Chris Davis, who again supports students with their future aspirations, making university applications, or just offering advice and guidance to students, again, if they think they have not embarked on the correct programme of study. So we have a lot of support, a lot of procedures in place to make sure that our students are ambitious and aspirational and above all meet with success. Now, what we are hoping that you will do during the course of this virtual open evening is start to find out more about the different subjects that we offer. All of our subject leaders, all of our subject areas are offering live chat, live question and answer sessions between 6 and 7 o'clock tonight, which will give you the opportunity to ask questions and find out more about those A-level subjects that we offer. We hope that you will find that we have something to offer you. We hope that we are the right choice for you, and therefore, if you haven't already done so, we want you to make an application to join us in September. I'm delighted to say that we've already taken over 50 applications from both our own students and students from other schools, and that's fantastic. Our application form can be found online on our website, and we ask you to fill it in as carefully and fully as you possibly can. This year, because of the pandemic, slightly different procedures. This year we are not holding, for obvious reasons, any interviews of students, and therefore on the personal statements section of our form we are asking students just to help us to fill in as much detail as they possibly can, a little bit about themselves, about your interests as a student, and above all about your reasons for your subject choices. We will look at each application form very carefully, and then we will make you an offer of a place based on your subject choices and based on your GCSE grades. You will receive a written confirmation of your offer dependent on your GCSE choices. We're also asking you on the application form to choose up to 6 subjects that you are interested in. It isn't always possible to timetable everybody's first 3 or 4 choices, and as we unfortunately make clear in our prospectus and online, is that if we don't have enough take-up for a particular subject, we may have to, in the very rare cases, cease to run that subject or cease to offer it. So do make sure that you think about 5 or 6 A-level subjects that you would be quite happy to take. The deadline for applications is Friday the 5th of March. We do continue to accept late applications, but if students want to guarantee a place on the most popular course choices, and those sorts of subjects include psychology and law and history and English, make an early application. Get your application in as soon as possible. Again, if you change your mind about the subjects that you want to take after making your application, we are more than happy to make changes for you. So do get in touch. Have a good evening. We do look forward to you joining us in September. We are planning to hold an induction day on Tuesday the 13th of July. At the moment, we hope that induction day will be able to take place face to face, but in the event of that being impossible, we will organise something remotely. Have a good evening. I wish you every success as you approach your GCSEs and complete your Year 11 studies, and we look forward to seeing you in the sixth form in September.